Turkey, one of the most popular destinations among our agency's clients. We are often asked, which status allows for permanent residence in Turkey and what is the difference between them? In this video, we'll explain residence permits and Turkish citizenship. Stay tuned! Hello everyone, you are on a Garant Immigration Agency channel. Here we cover migration tips and travel freedom, so don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. Now, residence permits and citizenship are two key procedures for those looking to secure a new migration status in Turkey. Citizenship can only be obtained after the first acquiring an RP, even though the investment program. The main difference between citizenship and RP is a period of validity. Citizenship is permanent and grants the resident the same rights as the Turkish nationals. And RP, however, is time-limited, provides fewer rights, but is easier to obtain. Let's explore the benefits of residence permit card and a Turkish passport and how to obtain a new status. Every year, Turkish authorities issue around 1 million residence permits, or Ikamet in Turkish, allowing legal employment and residence in Turkey. There are various types of RPs, ranging from one-year permits to long-term ones that don't require renewal. Applications for RP can be submitted online. Advantages of residence permit: establish partnerships with European and Asian businesses. Turkey's geographical location facilitates new connections. The authorities actively encourage foreign capital investment, significantly simplified business registration procedures. Affordable cost of living compared to European countries. The ability to purchase property with a mortgage at a low interest rate from 1.3%. High-quality healthcare. Turkey is a key destination for medical tourism, offering top-tier medical services at 4-5 times lower cost than in Europe. Turkey offers both short-term and long-term residence permits. Short-term RP are valid for less than 1 year and are typically granted to foreigners who visit Turkey for leisure or to see friends and family, seek medical treatment in a sanatorium or hospital, conduct scientific research, or attend conference or business meetings. Short-term RPs 1-3 years also include a student residence permit issued for the duration of studies at a Turkish school or university. It's also available to those attending Turkish language courses. The RP is granted for 1 year with the possibility of renewal. Family members or expatriate workers, granted for up to 3 years with an option for renewal. Residence permits through property purchase or rental. Real estate transactions grant the right to RP for 1 year. Purchasing property can secure a 2-year RP, which can be extended. To retain status, residents must spend at least 6 months per year in Turkey. The spouse, parents and children under 18 of the property owner are also eligible for an RP. A long-term residence permit can be granted to individuals who have continuously resided to Turkey for 8 years. This type of RP and the Ikamet card have no expiration date and don't require renewal. However, the status may be revoked if a holder spends more than 1 year outside Turkey, except the official documented reasons such as medical treatment or educational abroad. If you plan to reside in Turkey long-term, a permanent residence permit is worth considering. It's cheaper and easier to obtain than citizenship, although it offers fewer rights than a Turkish passport. Turkish citizenship. Turkey investment program is one of the fastest and most reliable ways to obtain a second passport. Importantly, Turkish citizenship is passed down to future generations. Benefits of Turkish citizenship: visa-free travel to over 110 countries with direct flights to almost all major global destinations. Dual citizenship: no need to renounce your current passport when obtaining a Turkish passport. Easy access to Schengen C2 visa. Favourable taxation and the ability to run a business abroad. Simplified relocation to the United States via the E2 investor visa. Access to global financial system and the ability to open bank accounts in Europe, Asia and United States. Also, it's a pleasant climate, beautiful nature and proximity to the sea. Quality education and healthcare. Eligibility for pension and social benefits. How to obtain a Turkish passport? There are currently 6 legal ways. Naturalization, eligible after 5 years of continuous residence in Turkey. By descent, the child born in Turkey to foreign parents doesn't automatically receive citizenship, but children of Turkish nationals, regardless of birth country, can obtain a passport. Through marriage, an RP is granted for 1 year upon marriage, with eligibility for citizenship after 3 years. Repatriation, available for individuals with proven Turkish ancestry. Investment program for exceptional services to the Turkish state. The fastest, most liquid and straightforward route to the Turkish passport is through the investment program. There is no language requirement, income proof, or obligation to reside in Turkey. Let's speak about current Turkish citizenship investment options. First, a real estate purchase of at least $450,000. The property must be held for 5 years, after which it can be sold while retaining citizenship. Second, investment of $500,000 into the share capital of a Turkish company. Third, depositing $500,000 in a Turkish bank for a minimum of 3 years of purchasing government bonds. Fourth, job creation. Setting up a company in Turkey with at least 20 employees for a minimum of 3 years. To apply, individuals must be of legal age, have no criminal record, and must not to be citizens of Cuba, Syria, Armenia, North Korea or Nigeria. Citizenship and investment. If your goal is to investment in property for profit, consider factors such as location, infrastructure, surrounding developments, and long-term growth potential. These aspects will help determine how much the property will appreciate over time. Investing in property during early construction stages can yield 30% to 200% returns. Long-term rental yields can reach 7%, while short-term rentals can generate up to 14% annually. What's better, RP or citizenship? When comparing residence permits and citizenship, a passport offers significantly more freedom and fewer restrictions, but it's slightly more complex and expensive to obtain than an RP. Which option is better? It depends on your goals, preferences, and capabilities. Attention! To regulate migration, the Ministry of the Interior has restricted RP insurance in 10 Istanbul districts and tightened renewal requirements. To secure the status in Turkey, we recommend considering the Citizenship by Investment program, with the most accessible option being property investment from $400,000. So guys, we've covered the difference between Turkish residence permits and citizenship. It's not as complicated as it seems. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or contact us via the form or on our website. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. I'm Mariana, immigration expert from the license agency Garant In. That's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.